I wonder what. I'd never been away from home. Only I went because we were born in London, but bombed out of London. I went down to my grandma's and that, and eventually I had to get a job, of course. And I had a job, and I got fed up with it. So anyway, a mate of mine was he was a corporal in the RAF. Why didn't you join up then? I said, never thought about it. Anyway, with us living like we were in the house we had, that was the only thing I could do really, because we only had like one bedroom, mother's bedroom, and one bedroom for three of us. I was a teenage lad and I thought this is no good at all. So I left home and joined the RAF. For 3 years, I did 3 years for the money, £3 it was. I joined the road down south, did my square bashing at near Birkenhead, anyway.
What's square bashing?
Well, doing all your training and that. That's what they called it, square bashing. And it was square bashing. And it was between, I'm trying to think, oh God, my mind's going. It was between the Mersey and the D. And was it cold in the mornings and that? And you were on the parade ground about 6 o'clock in the morning. It never stopped. I did 6 weeks for that. And then went home on leave. Got me posting. Where the hell is this? I cast them out. Well, I put down that I wanted to be, I would like to be posted to Martlesham Heath, which was just round the corner from me, where I lived. I cast them over. Where the hell's York? Where's York? I mean, that's what it was like. So me and that lad in the photograph, Cyril they called him, we set off, and there was 10 of us come up to York, and got to York Station, come out of York Station. What the hell is that? This bloody big wall. I thought, where the hell are we? So anyway, they said, you have to go down to Regis Street and you'll catch the bus, so and so and so and so, and that will take you to Acaston Albert. Like hell it did. We had all this freaking kit and everything with us, 10 of us. And got to the Cotmanthorpe crossroads. They said, that's as far as I go here. I turn right here into the village. What? How do we get... Oh, he says, another 3 miles up there. And just dumped us in this cross. We were absolutely lost. And I mean, in them days, it was tremendous up there. I mean, it was isolated. So we talked between ourselves, and by that, a RAF wagon come down, stopped, and he says, I've got to go into York. He said, but on the way back, I'll pick you up. So that's where it all started. And I spent 2 years, 8 months there.
You were telling me when we met how you met your wife. Can you tell me a bit about that?
Well, in Cornish Street. And I think she was with her cousin, actually, from Poppleton. And just me and that lad and that photograph. We were just wandering about, looking for something to do, I suppose. We met her in the doorway, a double-fronted shop in Cornish Street. I know position where it was, but of course it isn't there anymore. And they were stood in the doorway, and we just walked past. To my mate, what you think? So we just walked over and introduced ourselves, and well, that's where it all started. And I didn't see her for then. I made arrangements to see her, but I can't remember where it was. But anyway, didn't see her. But in that fortnight, maybe 3 weeks, I got a message from who I don't know, I can't remember, that she'd had an accident. I said, what? She said, yeah, she's been run over on the bike. But as it happened, she jumped off the bike before the bus ran over it on Holgate Bridge. And it just devastated the bike, just crunched it all up. Jumped off, and luckily for her. And then still didn't see her. And I thought, well, I don't know. I'd love to see her. I don't know why it was, because, I mean, it was just another girl, wasn't it, really? And I mean, I didn't have many girlfriends anyway. To be quite honest, at 17 and a half. And it was about October time when the fair come to York on the St George's car park. And of course that was the in thing, so all the lads went down round the fair. And who did I meet but Edith, believe it or not. So it must have been on the cards, mustn't it? I can still see her now. She had a herringbone tweed coat on. Yeah. And her eyes lit up when she saw me, I'll tell you. Likewise, I suppose. And that was about it, I suppose. I took her for a walk. I said, I ain't no money. I said, very much. I said, but we can have 3 pence of chips each if you want. Yeah, and that's exactly it. So we used to cut the bus back to camp at 11 o'clock in Skeldergate, I think. Not Skeldergate. It was the one opposite North Street. What do you call that? Anyway, don't matter. And bought the chips, ate the chips, said the goodbyes, and I said, I'll see you sometime, which I did. And it blossomed. Last 2 months of my service, they posted me down to Nottingham. And I used to come back to York every weekend on the train, bus, whatever. And every time I went back, she used to bake me a cake. She loved it. She used to bake these sponge cakes and all sorts for me. And also, she used to get waste and that from Terry's. She used to plonk these all in a bag for me. But didn't used to last 5 minutes. Once I got back to camp, they knew what was in that bag. That was it. But a good time. Walk around town, window shopping and things like that. And occasionally, as you say, go to the pictures. But I don't know what we used to do really, because I mean it was not like today. I mean
It's probably nicer you spend time together.
Oh, it was without a doubt, and the best move I ever made when I come up to York, without a doubt. And
can you remember asking her to marry you, or did she?
That's another story. I went home, got out the RAF, went home, got a job. Why she didn't tell me, I don't know, but anyway, bearing in mind we were courting for about 3 years, I got home, got a job, which I hated, to be quite honest with you. And I was there about 6 weeks, and I got a letter. I'm pregnant. And I thought, it was from my mum and dad actually. And I thought, well, why didn't you tell me? But anyway, she was like that, she wouldn't. And I'm sure she must have known. But anyway, they wrote a letter to me, what are you going to do about it? And my parents, sure it's yours? This is what they were like. I said, gosh, it's mine. I said, we were going to get married anyway. I said, so it don't matter. I said, I'm rather pleased about it, really. So, anyway, I said, right, that's it. I packed my job in. I'm off to York. I come up with nothing. I didn't even have a suit. I didn't even have a ring. I didn't have anything. Just jumped on the train, said goodbye, and my dad said, you make your bed, you lay on it, which I did. Mum was crying her eyes out, didn't want me to go. And I said, well, this is it. This is where we depart. And as I say, come up to York, and everything was laid on, even down to my suit, because I don't remember buying a suit at all. Didn't buy the ring. And I thought, well, that's the way it was, I suppose, then. I don't know. Because she was so worried, because they always said, you can't have a white wedding. I said, why? I said, why? Why is that? Because that's what they used to say in the old days. You can't have a white wedding now. I said, will you watch and see? Anyway, put it all together. And
where did you get married?
the St Stephen's Church, Acomb. And funnily enough, I took my granddaughter there. And I think I found the exact door where that photograph was taken.
So you got married in Acomb in the June, and where were you living? Was it with Edith?
What? When we got married?
Got married, yeah.
I was Tudor Road in Acomb. Yeah.
Was that with her parents?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were lovely. They were my second mum and dad. Oh, you know what? They were really, really lovely people. And when Jim died, he was one of the best friends I ever had. And he was only 58 when he passed away. He used to work at Elliot. I don't know if you remember him, but they were on Weatherby Road. But yeah, he was a tough.
So tell me about living there then. So you would have had your son quite soon?
Yeah, we had him when we had November the 2nd.
What was he called?
Graham Jeffrey. And I'm Stanley Jeffrey. But she worked so hard to do. I can't imagine any woman doing what she used to do. She used to do everything. What
did she do at Terry's? Tell me a bit about that.
She was just packing chocolates.
Mm-hmm.
She used to pack, what else was it? She used to do them all by hand. The posh chocolates she was doing in a box. They used to load these trays up with all these chocolates in. But what she had to do was lift these up onto an elevator. And she was doing that for 8 and 9 and 10 hours a day. And she used to bike from Acomb to Terry's every day. She used to start at 7:30, and I used to go and meet her sometimes out of the back gate when she used to come out. And sometimes 6, 7 o'clock at night. Long hours of working, very long hours. And when you want to be allowed now.
No.
But she did, and she did work. And she never stopped when she had the kids. And when we got our first house, well, we were over the moon, of course.
So you had Graham when you were still at her parents'?
Oh yes, yeah. And then she got pregnant with Barry, and they decided that one room wasn't enough for us, so we got this house up here, and it was lovely, really.
What did you do with all that space? Can you remember getting the keys and?
Oh yeah, and we thought it was over the moon, and we were there. I don't know how long we were there. Then Barry come along. Then we had Mark. Then they said, "There's another house for you," which was in Westfield Place. They said, "There's 2. You can have either one." Anyway, we went for the one right in the corner, and there's a lovely place there. We were there for a long time, because it had all the fields and everything at the back where the kids used to play, and yeah, and in them days, you see, they could go. There was no worry about them not coming home, and it was a good place. We moved right every time for the kids.
Good on you. Yeah.
Even when they were teenagers and that, we bought this 7-bedroom in Park Grove near the school, and we were there 5 years. And Edith then was doing bed and breakfast and that, which was not easy, and I was travelling.
So when you had Mark, but he passed.
He passed away at 6 months, 6 weeks. Yeah, that devastated us. Then Sue come along. There was 4 years between them all, so it was a busy time, and you don't realise what it takes out of you. But I wish she was here talking to you as well.
Me too. I'd like to have met her.
She was a wonderful person, and I mean, I'm not only saying that because I was married to her. She was, and she bared no malice against anybody, didn't that girl? And every time you spoke to her, she always had a smile. That's what I remember about her most. That laugh or smile.